Hello and welcome. I am Nicole Arrington coming to you from Helena, Montana with Big Sky Cards. And I have a fun card, a fun fold card even at that, to show you using the Cheerful Daisies. We're going to make a screen fold card. Okay, so what did I do? What happened to that? Okay, I'm going to push some things aside. So, what often happens, let's see, you score it, and what I have started with is I started off with a piece of 5.5 by 11 piece of cardstock. Okay, I'm going to score go ahead and score at 2 3/4, 5.5, and 8 1/4, and or else or just flip it around and do 2 3/4 again. Okay. Do you need a scoring machine to be able to make this card? No. So you don't have to have that scores, or one of the scoring apparatus type things. Either of these things work. Okay, before I fold it all up, typically you would fold, I intend to give this a scalloped top. So I'm going to go run this through my die machine. I'm using the Scallop Contours dies, and that I will put it through this way and then pick it up and move it just over here. So I will see you guys in a moment. All right, I am back. Let me put this away before I begin to lose dies. I don't think I've ever used the daisy die once. I've got the stamps, but I've never used them. But those scallops are just so important. Alright, so I'm going to take this and fold. So like I was saying, you don't have to have the Stampin' Up! Cut or score tool. Because, guess what? You can just fold your piece of paper in half, and then fold your piece of paper in half again. So, I took my piece of paper, and I folded it in half. Then I took this, pushed it back. I took this one over, flipped it over, pushed it back, and creased those marks. Okay? And when you pull it all out, it makes kind of that, that screen. Now, how do I make it? I need to give my screen legs. Okay, and I do not have the current punch. It is on my next order with Stampin' Up, but it's a label. This is a decorative label, everyday label, something like that. And all I'm going to do is kind of center this on here, and I'm going to center up to here and punch it out. What I can tell you is you could use dies, and I think the die with the daisy could have worked, but then I have to run this through my machine 4 times, and it becomes a little bit more cumbersome. Okay, so any kind of decorative label dies from the past work beautifully. Alright, then I was on about that, and rather than kind of telling you what's going on. So I'm going to take that center one, and I'm just going to line it up here. So there's no overlay. It lines up perfect, just like that. Now I could use that one. I tend to do that. Don't ask me why, but I do. That's what I do. And it will be difficult to punch if you don't line them up directly. But as you can see, they line up quite well. I mean, you can't quite see, but if you're in person, there might be just a smidgen of a hair off. But that's all right. And those are just extras. All right. Then I have some basic white. Ooh, I did that quite well. All right. I have some paper that is 4 by 2.5. Okay, I have 2 pieces of basic white that's 4 by 2.5. Some DSP to kind of go along with our color scheme back there. And and a daisy. So, ooh, I thought, let's see, where'd my daisy go? All right, so, just wanted to, oh, what's the, there we go. I needed Sentimental Park with this one. Okay. But we'll get to that here in just a second. Hate those. They can go in the trash. Alright, I have pulled out Wishing You the Brightest Birthday. Okay, and I'm going to stamp that. And Cheery Cobbler. That happens to be one of the colors I am working with, is Cheery Cobbler. And I'm going to stamp that on my one of my pieces of basic white cardstock. Okay, I'm going to leave that out because I am going to do a two-tone daisy on the other one. But before I do that, I probably want to do my stem. And I'm going to do my stem in Mossy Meadow, which at the bottom of my maybe it works better this way. Ooh, actually, we are not going to do that first. We are going to do the real red first. Because it turns out my thing might be a little large. My stem. I want to see where my daisy goes. Alright, so I'm going to do that in real red. I'm going to color it inside with Flirty Flamingo. But before we get there, we'll go ahead and do our stamp. We'll do our stem. Could have just cleaned them as I went, but I didn't. Okay. And then hopefully, given my daisy enough time, won't smear too much. Alright, so then I'm going to use, I'm two-toning it. We're using Flirty Flamingo. You can just look through the block. And line it up. And there I have my two-toned daisy. Yeah, I know. It's not finished till you put the center in. Okay, I've run out of blocks. That's for sure. All right. Almost just stuff that in the center there. Huh. I do not like that. That's not big enough. Maybe it is. I'm just doing some second stamping here to fill it in. All right. All right, and then actually, who knows what I'm doing? If anybody knows, that would be great. Did I really only do one of those? Obviously I did. All right, so my plan is to glue the daisy together. Nope. There. Okay. How did I just have this? There we go. See? Okay. Yellow little dot goes there. That's going to be on the front of our card. Like so. Ooh, I might even do that. Yes, I am. Because I want to put "Let's Celebrate." And okay, there we go. Happy. Okay. And I'm going to use Mossy Meadow down here. Okay, so we're going to have "Let's Celebrate." That's going to go over here on the opposite. Okay. This is where you'll see wishing you the brightest birthday. And then over here is some beautiful DSP. And you just get to pick whichever way. And then it folds up flat and goes in a card like that. And I just send this in a standard 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 envelope. I guess they're technically a little bit larger, but that's how I send these, and they sit up perfect like that, and oh, look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? So yeah, if at any point I have forgotten to tell you what I am using, please check down below. I do provide everything, all the dimensions, all the products I use, etc., etc. Even if they are old, retired ones, I get you the names so you can find them, use them. But yes, so I would greatly appreciate if you could give me 2 thumbs up if you like this video. If you have any questions, you can put those in the comments section, or email me at bigskycards@gmail.com. If you would like to just leave some comments, I would love to hear from you. If you have, I don't know, if you would like any of the items I've demonstrated, they are listed below. If you would like to order this as a card kit, you could check out my website, bigskycards.com, where you could order this as a card kit. It comes as a set of 4. Everything is cut, die cut, stamped, punched, embossed, you name it, we do it. The only thing you need to do is provide your own glue so that you get the joy of putting it together as well. But you didn't have the time to do it, or you don't have the energy to come up with the creations, etc., etc., etc. I mean, you can come up with lists, or you just don't want to. I mean, let's be honest, there are plenty of moments I just don't want to. So with that, you can check out my website, bigskycards.com, where you could find this as a card kit and follow along and make them with me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and happy stamping. Bye.